The Villisca Murder House was the scene of a disgusting crime, seeing 8 victims including 6 children bludgeoned to death with an axe. Ever since, it is claimed to be haunted, and after visiting a year ago, I have little doubt of its paranormal claims. But is there more to this house than meets the eye? Could it be linked to another notorious haunt that shares the same address?
Maybe you can show me Sallie. Oh.
First thing he said was the same thing that was at his house is here.
In this episode, we endeavour to uncover an unexplored link that leads us into 2 terrifying haunted locations.
Actually angled. Oh my god! Can you move it away? Oh my god, oh my god!
Crypt Keepers, I am back in Villisca, Iowa, a place I thought I would never return to, and I came straight to the cemetery. And that is just to pay my respects because we're staying overnight at the Villisca Axe Murder House once again. I can't tell you how much I'm dreading that as well. After my experience there last year, that place truly freaked me out. It was one of my most challenging paranormal investigations ever. There's been some really weird synchronicities surrounding my return to this house, and it all started with a challenge that Jared and I set for one another. Basically, we decided let's each pick a location that we want to investigate and not tell one another what it is, and bring the other person in blind, like literally blindfolded. They have no idea where they are.
So Amy asked me to pick a haunted location to take her to on the down low, and we're going to keep it secret from each other, and she was going to do the same thing for me, but we f***ed it up. It's a bit hard to plan an international trip and keep secrets from each other like that, so she knows we're going to the Villisca House. I chose this location because I know last time it really affected Amy. She had a weird emotional breakdown there, so I was like, I'm definitely picking that one. But what's weird is she picked the Sallie House for me.
That was a location that I really thought would test him.
It's just crazy because those 2 houses share the same address. If that's not a sign that it's about to get real, then I don't know what is.
And we've since uncovered a lot of weird synchronicities and links between these 2 houses that I don't think have ever really been investigated before. But trust me, I really think that this is going to be a freaky, freaky night. I'm dreading it.
Sometime during the early hours of June 10th, 1912, a killer emerged from the attic of this quaint family home, somewhere they had been waiting and hiding for the home's occupants to fall asleep. They would brutally murder the Moore family, consisting of Josiah, Sarah, as well as their 4 children, Herman, Catherine, Boyd and Paul, before descending downstairs to also kill the Stillinger sisters, Ina and Lena, who were neighbours and friends to the Moore children, and spending the night. The killer would then leave their bloodied axe and a pound of bacon on the floor of the house, cover all of its mirrors, ignore the money left on the Moore's dresser, and prepare a meal for themselves only to abandon it on the dining room table. Is it these peculiarities, the violent nature of this crime, or the fact it remains unsolved that has baffled and fascinated the public for over a century? Or is it that there still seems to be something unexplainable occurring within this house? Many believe that the activity is caused by the spirits of those murdered so brutally here, while others claim it is something else entirely, fully capable of masquerading as an innocent child. For me personally, my last visit to Villisca was one that tested me and overwhelmed me emotionally, leaving me with many questions about the house and the effects it can have on visitors.
I've been in here, like there was a Sunday, I was just cleaning and I walked by the attic and I just was hit with overwhelming sadness. I started tearing up. I'm like, dude, it's Sunday at noon. Like, get a hold of yourself. I walk outside, fine. That same day, had a grandpa with his daughter and his granddaughter. They come in, not even 30 seconds later, the grandpa comes out and he's on the ramp and he's got his hands here and his head down going, he collapsed to the ground sobbing. So I help him up and I get him a glass of water and he's like, I'm not a weirdo. I don't want you to think I'm some weirdo. I don't even believe in this, but I was just hit with sadness. I go, it's the house. Like, I've seen it over and over and over. One thing to be aware of, the same way this house can make you sad and start crying, this house can make you angry and violent. It influences emotions on every scale. Then you get the dude shoving a knife through his chest, you know.
Being drawn back to this house for a second visit occurred in the most curious of ways. It wasn't my choice to return here, but Jared's, and coincidentally, I had chosen to bring him back to the Sallie House, another notorious place we had visited last year, which seemed to reveal some personal information about Jared and test him in emotional ways.
You were also saying personal things about me. That was insane.
Later, we discovered that these two houses shared the same address, mere states away from one another. But not only that, we learned that the former owner of the Sallie House, Tony Pickman, who was terrorised by a supposedly demonic entity within his own home, had also visited the Villisca Axe Murder House and had made some very disturbing revelations about the potential links between the two locations, something we hope to explore tonight.
Shoot, this is probably close to 20 years ago. Deb and Tony Pickman came and did an overnight here, and I recognized him right off the bat because I remember watching that Sightings on Sci-Fi episode where he was getting scratched live on camera. He walked in here, first thing he said was the same thing that was at his house is here. The same feeling, like same whatever. We got to talking, addresses are exactly the same, 508 2nd Street. Then we got looking at a picture of Catherine, the rendition of Sally the ghost. Spitting image from the haircut, the bow, the dress, you name it. Tony walked in Ina and Lena's bedroom, started coughing and coughing and coughing, and I'm just like, you all right, man? He throws up a chunk of raw bacon. I went over, I looked at it. It was a big chunk of raw bacon where the raw bacon was left in that room. I've tried to put I know the synchronicities and the parallels and the things are, but why? You know, that's what I'm kind of wondering. It's definitely creepy for sure.
In this episode, we will investigate the haunting of the Villisca Axe Murder House. And believe me, the ride gets pretty wild from here on out. So make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications for this channel, as our next episode will be spent at the Sallie House with equally terrifying results. But if you're ready to dive into tonight's investigation, hit like on this video and let's get into it.
Oh my god, we're back at Villisca.
We're back, baby.
I'm not sure I want to go in.
I want to eat. It's freezing out here. There it is.
I am really, really nervous. And here we go.
You are my witness. I'm locking the door.
If you watched my video from last year, you know we had an incident with that door where it was like, at one point in the night, I actually thought that someone had come in the house and I was shitting my pants, literally.
It didn't help that we actually heard a noise downstairs as well. Yeah, it really did feel like something had entered this house.
I just felt something.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
No. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
The door is unlocked. Can we just make sure no one just came in here?
Absolutely, there's been people feeling like somebody walked in to the point where they've called 911 and the sheriff department come down because they thought somebody broke in the house and nothing. I've been in here where I full on thought somebody broke in the house. I was upstairs in the kids' room and not once did I think ghost. I heard that door open, shut, somebody walked in and it was heel toe. And it went on for like 10 minutes to where I hid in the closet and kicked the door open to scare them and there's nothing. I watched a surveillance video, which is on the only door you can get in and out of this house. Door didn't even open.
And now we are rolling on GhostTube. Last time we visited, even before we started filming, right off the bat, right off the get-go, ran GhostTube and it said Sarah, which is the name of the mother.
Sarah.
Okay, what was that? Is it? Was it recording? Was that recording?
So tonight, if anyone wants to interact, my name is Amy, this is Jared, and we visited about a year ago. If you do remember us, we would love for you to interact.
Yeah, this brings back memories.
I remember being here last time, we were just sitting down on this couch. We had had so much activity, so much crazy things happen. We pulled out GhostTube Vox because we had the battery on a light die and then we had a battery on a camera die, and the things that we were getting through Vox were crazy. I mean, we had such intelligent communication. We had Ina come through when we asked for her name, and we also had her respond with her age, which is 8. What's your name?
Ina, if that was you, can you tell us your age? 8?
Whilst these responses were very compelling from a historical point of view, could it really have been a child, sadly murdered in this house more than 100 years ago with whom we were communicating? Some seem to think it might be otherwise.
Yeah, Ina, Lena, I've never heard much with the parents, maybe Sarah, nothing ever with Joe. I mean, there's just like certain names of the victims that keep coming out, and it's the same 3 or 4, not 8. I don't think the family's here at all. I think I make a lot of Axe House purists mad with that statement. I've been here 20 years, done over 700 overnights alone. I know all the evidence that comes out of this place, and it's not stuff a 5-year-old from 1912 would be doing. I hope they're in heaven doing whatever, having the time of their life, but something's here that's nasty and is manipulative, really likes to control, show fear, get into your head. You know, I know you, I know everything about you. I'm going to throw out a name that's personal. That way you're going to start. I mean, it's so very Axe House, all this stuff. So I think those names, if you're something nasty, what a better opportunity to lure people in than a harmless little kid. Oh, come hug me, you know? And I've had people say, oh, I felt the kids hug me. I'm like, sure that was a kid?
Ina, do you remember us? We're here about, was it about a year ago?
It would have been about a year ago.
Ina, Lena, do you remember us from last year? We're back. We're here to play with you.
So this was where the Stillinger sisters were sleeping over that night, Ina and Lena. They met their end, which is incredibly sad. It's also the area that featured in my dream. I had recurring dreams of this house before I visited. One of the dreams centered on this bed. And I remember being told that this house has a habit of entering people's dreams, making them obsessed with it and drawing them in to make them visit. And I feel that is exactly what happened to me and almost why I am back right now.
Since having recurring dreams of Villisca, I'd always wanted to visit, but upon doing so for the first time last year, we'd discovered that it isn't uncommon for this to happen, and even for people to repeat visit the house.
It's like the house calls out to people to come here. Like, people are obsessed with this house. Yeah, I mean, it's happening right now. You're back, you know. From a true crime point of view, it's interesting to try and figure this out, and everybody likes a mystery, but it's something else. Like, this house is pulling people. People have dreams about it, and then people leave, and I'm like, see you in about a year, 6 months. They're, oh, this is the only time. They come back over and over and over. There's so many friends I've made that are here 10, 15. I mean, there's one guy that's been here 40 times. It's weird how the house, and it's creepy, why it picks certain people and gets under their skin, pulls them back. Guarantee you guys will be back again. You'll leave after this and you'll become a little more obsessed with it, and you'll be looking it up and coming up with stuff, and oh, we gotta go back. Like, it's gonna happen.
In the dream, I really felt like I was seeing and engaging with Ina, and people say they don't believe the little girls are still here. They believe that it's something playing on people's emotions, that children were murdered here, and I guess masquerading as them to make you trust whatever it is, and then doing some real dark. And you brought me back here?
You said you wanted to push yourself this year, so I delivered.
You know, a paranormal investigator stabbed himself in the chest in this room?
Okay, I didn't know that, but there's 2 of us, so I think we'll be alright. Gotta look out for each other.
What if I stab you?
She nearly did today, actually. Massive argument in the Walmart car park. I won't go there.
Don't you dare. So someone around, can you say something? Just come up to these lights on the bed here next to me. They can't hurt you. Can you make a noise for us, maybe?
Well, can you tell us where you want us to go tonight? Can you tell us where you like to hang out? We'll follow you.
Did you hear that?
No.
But I heard movement or something. I always hate seeing the family portraits as well.
Johnny was telling us this is the original family portrait too.
It's just sad, really. It's really grossly tragic what happened here. So this staircase is where I had a complete breakdown, I guess. We had been investigating for a few hours, and at some point something emotional hit me to the point that I started to just cry uncontrollably. That has only ever happened to me at one other haunted location, and that was Aradale Lunatic Asylum. That place has a very long, very dark, very sad history, so I'm not surprised that I did get emotional there. I'm not surprised I did here either. It just wasn't something that I had ever happened to me before. At that point, I was like, nah, I need to take a breather, step outside. Came to this door. As I opened it, a cat ran in.
Oh God.
So I took a breather and then we carried on back upstairs to try and figure out the cat situation. I felt something tug on the back of my jacket and then we heard a really loud noise down here. I just felt something touch my back. No shit.
Really?
Yeah. I just felt something.
What the hell? What the hell was that?
No. And that's when we started getting the feelings that somebody was in the house with us.
And from that point, things really ramped up, and it also freaked us out knowing someone could have been in the house because we were sleeping here. And given what happened here as well, someone hiding in the house and murdering the family, it wasn't a really good thought, was it?
We're now making our way upstairs to where the Moore family was murdered. Definitely eerie coming up here and knowing that, you know, there's still axe marks on the walls here. A bunch of children were murdered here and their parents. It's a horrible place, it is. This was the parents' room, Sarah and Josiah. You'll notice draped mirrors. That's something that the killer did after the murders.
I don't really remember, but was there a reason why they did that?
No one actually knows. It could have been a superstition thing. There are a lot of superstitions with mirrors and covering them, especially after death, and sort of like preventing the soul from entering the said mirror because mirrors are portals, right? Additionally, maybe it was a psychological thing, like the killer didn't want to look at themselves.
It's creepy that they keep it like that now.
And now we're in the children's room. I remember having some REM pod activity in here when we offered the children some lollies, and we have bought you a gift tonight, kids, if you are still here, or anyone else if you want a dum-dum.
What's in here again? I kind of forgot.
Play with me.
Jared, play with me?
There's a balloon and some toys in there.
Yeah, go in then.
Oh my God, no,
You're the one that
I don't go in there.
it. I'll go in then, fine.
No, I'll do it. I don't want your fans to think I'm a wuss.
They already do. Do you want to play with Jared? Go on. It's okay.
Do you want to play with me? Do you want to close me in?
Oh, that is brave of you.
Oh God, that's freaky. Are you in here with me? Which one of these toys is your favourite?
Creepy?
Yeah.
You know what, as well, this was pretty much where I was standing when I felt something touch my back, and that's when we heard the noise downstairs because the kitty cat was just on this bed here.
Kitty!
Just for the record as well, everyone watching, that cat we were warned about last time we filmed and told that it's not allowed in the house. That's why we were so concerned when it ran into the house. It is like well, I want to say it was a stray neighborhood cat because Johnny, who we interviewed and you'll see throughout this video, he's actually sort of adopted her and lets her in his house, especially during winter when it's cold. So the cat is well looked after.
What do you want us to play with?
Can you give us a sign? Make a noise, move something.
But we've saved the scariest to last. This is the attic, and this is where the supposed killer staked out waiting for the family. Look at that as well.
Nice ass.
Ow. Oh, that is weird. I do think that doll's new though.
The doll's definitely new. That's something Johnny was telling us about, and people have reported some really weird, messed up activity around that thing, to the point that they've left the house and like done with the investigation.
All right, I'm gonna sit.
What was that?
I just banged that stupid thing. So someone said play with me before. Who was that?
So last time we were in here, we did the Estes, and we did get some interesting responses through, but I don't think
Friend.
Yeah? Are you going to be my friend tonight? Everything I've kind of had here is almost like, oh, maybe there are children here. But people don't believe that they're still here. Like, even Johnny, he's like, the family's not here anymore. So what is haunting here? You want to be my friend? Can you tell me something about yourself?
It's weird too, because the words that have come through, play with me and are you a friend, it seems too obvious. Like, it seems like someone is masquerading, like, because I can't picture a child. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Does a child say, are you a friend? Do you play with me? It just seems too obvious. Should we just go along with it?
Yeah.
We'll be your friend. What do you want to do tonight? Do you want to play? How old are you?
Maybe we can play with this doll.
How are you?
Fuck.
Very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm not getting kid vibes. I'm getting creepy. I don't know what I'm getting.
Like, you're not trusting this, hey?
No.
I don't have that weird feeling though that I had last time where I was so stressed, and like, if you have watched that video, oh my god, I'll drop the F-bomb like 100 times. I swore so much, I was so scared. But I don't have that yet. So part of me is like, I want to trust it, but then I'm like, I don't know.
This is how they get you, Ames.
I know, apparently. I don't know. And then the other part of me is like, so I've heard provoking is like the thing to do to get a lot of activity here. But then part of me feels so sad and bad that I'm like, oh, what if I provoke and there is actually just the ghost of a little kid here?
Are you a little girl? It's like, got a moustache, it's like, yes. If you're Ina or one of the other children or one of the parents, can you give us a sign to prove who you are?
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
That wasn't either of us moving.
There's nothing above us except the roof. Can you tell us what made that noise?
At this point, we wanted to begin experimenting upstairs, as this had been where we'd had most responses come through via GhostTube. So we set up a still GhostTube SLS camera to monitor the ground floor while we gathered equipment to take upstairs. However, as we were doing this, we captured something that would change our plans and cause us to begin on the ground floor.
What was it?
That ball just came off the table. I mean, the chair.
Was it rolling?
Yeah. It also lights up.
What?
Roll audio. Roll audio. Were you recording on that?
Yes, that's the recording.
Okay, there's something in the chair. The REM pod is going off. The ball, the big pink ball just came off of that chair. And I put it on like super solid. Boom, came off, rolled down here. I'm like, there's something here. So I put the REM pod. The REM pod's triggered multiple times on the chair already.
Can you make that go off again? Are you here with us?
Do you think this is, because we were gonna go upstairs to reach out. We set up a still camera down here first, but maybe this is where they wanna play. Let me get that pink ball.
Although we were prepping to head upstairs, we decided to stay on this floor and reach out, as we had received the response of play with me, the ball had just rolled itself off of the chair, and the REM pod had also activated. So we moved some cameras around and began to roll on GhostTube Vox, as we did have some success with this method during our last visit.
Do you hear that? That
Yeah.
rocking chair.
Oh, really?
Can I just check that is a rocking chair, right? Yeah, that just made a noise.
Should I sit in it? Imagine I'm sitting on a ghost slap. Oh. Okay, my name is Amy. I'm here with Jared. I hope you remember us. And we've already started to play tonight. Can you tell me what colour the ball was you just threw on the floor? Are you gonna play? Come on, say something to us. Last time you said things to me like leave, shut up. And you told me the name of one of the little girls that was here. Can you say something else to me that will shock me?
Charlie boy.
Who threw that ball off of the chair? Who did that?
Who did what?
Yeah, who? We need a name. That sounded like a clown laugh. Super creepy.
Like, huh, huh.
Yeah, exactly like that. And we did get laughter in Ina and Lena's room last time. So I had a dream about this place. I got brought back to this place after visiting, and I just want to know why. Why do I keep getting drawn back?
Here, since we weren't getting much through, we decided to change up the dynamic of our questioning.
Alright guys, this is where we had the ball move, we had the REM productivity, so I'm going to sit in this seat and give Fox a try. Ooh. Right.
We're also fully lights out, and it is so weird right now.
Who was here before? Who was sitting on this chair or playing with this chair before?
That's a kid.
That was a child. Who are we speaking to? Did it say not sure?
My sure? Or I'm not sure.
Who are we speaking to?
I'm in. Where are you? You're in where?
Tell us whereabouts you are.
Demons? No.
I swear that's what it said. Can you elaborate what you mean by demons?
Journey.
Journey from where?
If there's a demon here, do you know who Sallie is? Who's Sallie?
Here we began to ask questions about Sallie relating to the haunting of the Sallie House, to see if we could uncover any connections between these two haunted locations. We did not receive anything of relevance, but we would later, which blows my mind to this day.
Are you really a little girl? Oh, I just got goosebumps. If you are a little girl, can you go up to these red lights on the floor and make them light up for me?
There's a red light in that bedroom as well. Is there someone here who likes to scare people? Do you get off on that? Is that fun? Is that funny to you?
This?
Yes.
Why do you do that?
Children.
The children! Oh my god! That just said the children.
Who are the children?
This is too creepy. This is too creepy.
I'm chilled to the bone. I don't know what to believe. Is it children? Is it something else? Is this maybe this is your game. This is what you want to play.
I can feel all the hairs pricking up under my jacket, under my layers of jackets and cardigans and stuff. Is this what you're doing to me? That sounds like a elephant fart.
Okay, we're going to try the bedroom. Is that all right? Is that a seat? What the heck? There's nothing there. I swear there was just something here when I walked in.
Like a seat?
Well, there was something dark there and I thought it was a seat, and I went to feel for the seat and there was nothing there to sit on. Was something just here? That was weird.
This moment was quite strange for me because as I entered the room, I was sure that there was something small like a stool in the corner, as I could see the shape of something dark despite that area being empty. It's difficult to see if something is there in the replays as shadows are cast differently from our infrared night vision lights. But either way, the next response to come through Vox was quite disturbing.
Maybe you can move that and sit on the bed.
Be wary.
Be wary.
Did I just say be wary?
That's what I feel like I heard. Alright, we'll be wary because we know this is one of the weirdest rooms here. I am especially wary of this room, don't worry. This was the room I dreamed of. This is the room you told me to shut up.
Heavy.
Can you tell me about the mirror and why it's covered?
I'm gonna show the mirror.
Idiot.
Did it just call me an idiot? It just called me an idiot.
I think it did. Or it said idiot. Idiotly.
It was like,
or
idiot.
don't do that, Jared. What happens if we look in the mirror?
That was too spot on. Alright, I'm just going to sit back down. Fuck, that was weird.
Okay, I agree with you. Jared is an idiot. But I think you can do better. If you're going to really insult him, you can say he's more than an idiot.
I'm not an idiot.
Just go with it.
Can you come into this room now if you're not already in here?
I'm gone.
I'm
Come
gone.
down, yeah.
Oh, I thought it said I'm gone.
Amy!
What?
That just said Amy again. Your name came through again.
Thank you. Can you say this guy's name? I'm not going to say out loud what his actual name is.
Can I try lifting the mirror again and see if it does it again?
I don't know if I want to.
I'm going to do it.
Second
time.
The second time.
I'm going to do it again. You ready?
Alright.
No.
No! Oh my god!
What the f was that?
That's so weird. The second time I did it, it said another relevant thing. Okay, I'll believe it if the third time it says something again. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. How do you feel about me doing this?
Is it bad Jared's doing this? Now that you've stirred them up, let's see if they speak to you.
Why don't you want me to reveal the mirrors? Can you tell me whereabouts you are? Did that just say hiding?
Oh my god.
Hiding where?
But there goes it.
There
There
are
are
ghosts
ghosts
there.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
We're not the ghost. You're the ghost.
With responses dying off, we thought it was time to head upstairs to reach out, where we would experience another shock for the night. Here, we entered the Moore children's bedroom to set up some equipment, and during this time, Jared rolled a camera, which we often do, only to capture a small toy trigger in a very creepy way. I'll keep this next clip raw so you can see the entire reaction.
Put up there on toys or something, like on the shelf or something.
We only got 2 REM pods, one there and one there. And this, just here.
Put it anywhere. We need to get this angled, actually, this camera actually angled. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm recording.
Oh! Were you already rolling?
I was rolling, yeah.
That could have been me.
What the fuck?
I'd already see the REM pods already
get your
down.
audio going again.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck is with shit going on tonight?
Attack. Alright, audio's rolling.
My audio is rolling too.
So, as you can see, REM pod was already there. So I put a fucking REM pod down next to this toy. And then I went to put this here as well. Is it going to do it again? That toy just danced.
That was f***ing creepy.
Were you really rolling?
Yeah, this was rolling.
Oh my god. That is... We never capture stuff like that. Stuff like that happens all the time to us and we never capture it. We've caught 2 like freaking toys going off tonight. The ball downstairs and now whatever that thing is.
This angled, actually, this camera actually angled. Oh my god! What the fuck? I'm recording.
Oh.
This toy honestly startled me and left me confused for a moment. I cannot fully say it was paranormal, as it was perhaps triggered by me setting down the EMF lantern. However, I do think that the toy would have been more likely to trigger when I earlier set down the REM pod directly next to it. Additionally, soon after this, as we continued to set up, we did have 2 REM pods trigger around this toy, signifying there may be a presence nearby.
Ooh! It's a little spiky cat ball, look at that. That's a better cat ball than cat ball's aims. Someone's made a...
They all going nuts.
It's right next to that toy as well.
Actually, that one went off as well. Let me just... It's definitely not too close.
That's f***ing unbelievable. Right next to the toy as well.
Yeah. That one went off for a moment as well.
Now, everything's happening.
I just moved the camera as well because I want to line it up for you on the bed.
To us, this meant it was time to start, so we continued setting up to reach out, and during this time captured some strange moments, with our EMF tripwire triggering twice, and a sudden fluctuation in light within the Moore parents' bedroom captured. But here, we would reach out using an Estes method. That saw Jared wear noise-cancelling headphones while listening to a spirit box and recite anything he heard come through, while I asked questions he could not hear. Additionally, Jared would wear GhostTube Lens to digitally scry white noise, to assist with inducing a trance-like state. This new tool is now available to the public, so I've linked it below if you'd like to try it for yourself. I would also wear lucid headphones to amplify any noise in the environment in the hopes of hearing EVPs live in the moment.
Is the doctor in?
Is the doctor in? No. Do you need a doctor? Oh, tripwire just went off.
I'm looking at you.
Okay, well I'm going to turn the light off. Can you still see me?
Boo.
Trying to scare me? Guys, I can hear everything because I have the lucid headphones on, so it's just amplifying my own hearing, which is freaky.
Resident.
You live here? Have you always lived here? Maybe you can tell me about this toy here. I just heard something weird on the headphones.
Breathe.
Breathe? I just heard
They're
breathing.
here.
Oh my god.
Hello, male voice.
Hi. Who's this? I just heard breathing. And then he said, breathe, they're here.
This really freaked me out. I thought that I had heard somebody in the room with us sharply exhaling, which was also clearly documented on our audio recording. But furthermore, Jared follows with the response of breathe, which only further validates this sound capture.
Where'd they put it?
What are you looking for?
The camera.
There's 3 cameras. There's one in my hand, there's one in this room, and there's one in the other room.
It's her. I just got chills as well.
Who is her?
She was.
I heard a noise also. I want to say it was downstairs, but I have no idea.
From reviewing our audio, it is clear that this noise was movement in the next room over or perhaps on the staircase.
How many people are in this house right now?
Tell me.
Yeah, tell me, how many?
Things were terrible.
I heard a click then as well. Things were terrible. I know what happened here, and I'm sorry that that's something you had to go through. Heard another tap. I think it's extremely sad what happened here. Very upsetting.
Right.
Yeah. What are you saying to my right? That would be out the door. Do you remember me coming here last year?
Amy, female voice.
Yeah, that's my name. So you do remember me? Because coming here is something I've always remembered.
We're ready.
Ready for what? Are you ready to talk, possibly? Because that's what I want.
Bloody.
I just heard another tap. I imagine this place was at one point in time, yes.
We're in.
In where? In the house?
The arrow.
The arrow. I'm not sure what the arrow means, I'm sorry.
Dots.
What does dots mean?
Here, I noticed that my digital recorder, connected to the Lucid headphones, had stopped recording on its own, so I rolled once again, only to document some strange audio interference.
Making note my recorder stopped recording as well. What do you see right now?
Pretty.
Who's pretty?
Stab. I just heard the word stab. Male voice.
Oh, why would you say that?
It could be you.
You want to stab me? It's a bit weird. What kind of weirdo wants to stab someone? Heard a tap again.
No one told.
No one told what?
Ball.
Okay, can you tell me the colour of the ball that you pushed? We seen a ball move downstairs.
I used it.
Use the ball or something else?
The ball.
I heard another click in here. Tell
The
me
ball.
about the ball. Are you going to move one?
The ball.
The ball. There's a few balls in here as well, I might add.
Pink.
I just heard a tap as well. Yeah, the pink ball. Is that your favourite? That's my favourite. Is that confirming that you pushed it off the chair for us?
Play us or play with us.
Okay.
Time. 32. Camera. Pointing. Away. A little.
Where should I put my camera right now? Oh, that was a noise.
For him.
What's really scary about the noise? Because I've got these on, I can hear a noise, but I have no idea where they're coming from. It could be in the room with me, it could be downstairs. What was the noise I just heard?
Plastic.
You were moving plastic? I mean, it could have been. Sound like a snap?
On the bed.
Plastic on the bed.
My ear.
Random.
Goosebumps or getting a bit of goosebumps.
Are you near Jared? Oh, maybe you're on his bed.
Figured it out. What?
Oh, so you're on his bed. If you are and you're over there, can you go towards one of the red lights for me? Or the pink light?
Her.
Who's her? Heard another click. Heard another noise.
American. Him.
Who's him?
He's not. Ever.
Not ever what?
Move on.
Who are you talking to when you say that?
With responses tapering off, we now moved our investigation into the attic, where the axe murderer hid away while waiting for their victims to fall asleep before murdering them one by one. Here we rolled in an EVP recording and a GhostTube seer session which uses environmental readings and AI to produce imagery. Additionally, we also rigged a still GhostTube SLS camera to monitor for figures in the Moore children's bedroom.
My name is Amy and I'm here tonight with Jared. Could you come close to us and tell us your name, or possibly come close to these lights here and show us an image?
Can you tell us who was here with us earlier? Who wanted to play with us? Who was talking to us?
We heard a noise up here in the attic earlier tonight. What was that?
How many spirits or entities are currently in this house?
Okay. Thank you.
Tripwire just went off.
Who's in here with us? I just got ringing in my right ear.
Is someone touching her? Who's touching her?
You could also go towards these lights in front of us and try to show us an image.
Whoa! The whole thing just lit up.
The entire thing.
Start again.
Despite having this one large EMF spike documented on the tripwire, we picked up no other signs of activity, so we decided to head back downstairs to conduct an experiment that would be our most interesting yet. We'd once again roll GhostTube Seer, but this time, within the sensory-deprived virtual environment that GhostTube Lens provides. I would wear this device while laying on the bed, just as had occurred in my dreams years earlier, while Jared helped me question anyone that may be around.
Ooh. Okay, Ames, you good?
I'm good and I've got my dum-dums.
Sweet. Dum-dums. Again. Alright guys, so we're just gonna, Amy had a dream about this bed before we came here last year, so she really wanted to try the seer lens on the bed to see what comes up. Are you seeing anything yet?
Just noise.
She's not wearing headphones so she can hear me, so I can try and reach out. Is there anyone still with us here downstairs? We've got your favourite pink ball out and a few flashy lights.
Oh my god.
What? What are you seeing? I'm
seeing a small white house.
Yeah.
In what looks like a field. It looks very Iowa.
It's not this house though?
I mean, it could be trying to show me this house because it's a small white house, Jared.
It looks like Iowa house?
In farm, yeah.
Interesting.
And it just looks like, yeah, the colouring looks like what we're driving through today. Is that this house? Is there something else you can show me?
Or you can come out here and play with me. How are you feeling, Ames?
Strangely calm considering what I'm doing, because this bed and this room freaks me out a bit, but you know.
Can you show us what happened here?
I don't know if I want to see that, to be honest.
Okay, can you show us Amy's dream? Can you show us, just to verify that you were in Amy's dream?
I am getting another image.
Tell me what you're seeing.
No, it's just blood. I'm seeing...
Like on the walls or on the sheets or what?
Oh, maybe there's red on the floor, maybe blood splatters, and then there's something dark standing over it.
A figure?
Sort of looks like a figure. It's not heaps to script, very dark. Looks like it's dancing on blood.
Although these images were very on point, with a small house being formed and then a blood-soaked scene, the most compelling was still yet to come. But we weren't actually the first people to use GhostTube Seer within the Villisca Murder House, with Johnny already having had some interesting and similar moments with the tool.
I love using your guys' apps here, just because it's a nice testing ground. And I live just right next door, so I've tried them all at my house and this ain't even doing anything. So don't even work, you know? And then I come over here and it's just like bing, 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 going crazy. Turn on the Seer app, download it. I'm like excited to try your new thing. I'm on the bed upstairs. I sit the phone down. White picture of white bed sheets with obviously red blood. I mean, it's a bloody bed sheet. Another day I was cleaning in here and I was just playing music on iTunes and I turned on Seer just to let it run. There's a picture of people dancing. There's another picture came up. It looked like a contorted man, body like this that didn't have a head. There was a shadow type figure. It was in a hallway, but it looked very close to the hallway. It's different, but very similar. Go back over to my house, nothing. So I'm getting some pretty incredible results from this already.
Can you show us your favourite toy, just to show us that it's the child we're speaking to and not the monster?
Jared, are you trying to give me a heart attack?
Sorry, alright, I'll stop now. I want to know what's your favourite toy. I don't want to know about what happened here. I want to know about your toy. You were playing with a whole bunch of toys tonight. Can you show us so that we know that it's a child we're talking to? Can you show her what I'm looking at right now? What?
I think I'm seeing a sex scene here.
A sex scene?
It looks like two men laying on a blue bed. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know, two dudes on a bed.
Maybe they're just friends.
Maybe.
Admittedly, we did act a bit immaturely here and at a glance thought this could have been a false positive, but now I've reflected, it could be extremely relevant to the house considering all the murders within it occurred inside beds. Perhaps this was something the spirits were trying to convey and not a raunchy scene. This also wouldn't be the final image of a bed we received.
Can you show me the family that used to live here? Or even the Stillingers who were friends with the Moores? Something happy, if there is any happiness left in this house. Maybe you can show me Sallie. Do you know who Sallie is? Oh.
What?
There is a weird looking creature on a bed, sitting on the bed looking at me. It has 2 horns on its head, staring straight ahead.
And it's on a bed?
It's on a white bed with like a white window, curtains and a window behind it maybe. That looks like just a demon. I don't know what else to describe it as.
I'm going to get GhostTube Original out and see if we get any words.
It's funny because the 2 questions I asked, show me any happy memories, and then I said, do you know Sallie?
And that came up?
And it shows a demon.
They do say Sallie's a demon as well.
Well, some people do, but, you know.
Can you tell us
I'm
who...
also freaking freezing, like I'm shaking. I know it's really cold down here and cold tonight, but so cold.
This image is obviously creepy, but the timing of it was right on point after I asked about Sallie. Could this be someone revealing the true identity of Sallie? Or could these 2 notoriously haunted houses actually be connected?
Can you tell me what was she seeing just then? Was there something with her?
Maybe you can show me where you would like us to go tonight.
Or show us where you want us to sleep, because we haven't decided on a room for that yet. Can you set up this light on this chair for me? You did it earlier, so I know that... I'm hiding.
Oh my god.
Where are you hiding?
And who is hiding?
Where are you hiding?
Dude, that just reminds me of the killer.
Got something?
Oh my god, it's showing me a bed.
A bed?
Yep, it's showing me a bed. And it's a bed, which is funny because, yeah, my dream, I was laying on a bed and the little girl was levitating. Maybe there's a closet that's open near the bed. So yeah, there's a bed, something on the floor under the bed, like skeleton looking, and there's maybe a closet.
After reviewing the images that we had just captured, we decided to head to sleep to see if the house would react different around us while we weren't actively reaching out. Here is what we documented.
Not Jared.
No. This noise is coming out of the parents' room.
You can come in here with us. It's like creaking.
Yeah. It's coming out of the parents' bedroom next door.
If there's someone there, can you make a louder noise so we know it's you? And it's not just the house flexing. Thank you. Can you like roll a ball into here, into this room or something, and we'll get up and play with you if you do that.
Our second night spent at the Villisca Axe Murder House was one that was as fruitful as the first. We documented many strange events and unveiled a possible link to the Sallie House via a seer image, something that we would use on our next investigation as a trigger object, and all that I can say about that is make sure you're subscribed and have all notifications turned on for this channel, because whatever is in the Sallie House did not like us showing this image.
Can you move a toy?
Oh my god, oh my god!
Oh, it's going towards the red pot!
Could this be so? Is it this image?
Did it?
Made it. Barely.
Oh my God, what a night. That was actually, it was very different to last night, right?
We had more things moving, like balls and toys and shit. That was cool.
Yeah, but it felt completely different to me. And I don't know if that comes down to me having more experience as an investigator. We've done this a lot more now, but I'm actually kind of proud of myself, how I composed myself. If you go back and watch my last year's video, I was freaking out.
You didn't cry this time.
Yeah, I know. Things that were super compelling, the pink ball.
Yeah, that ball moving, that was really weird. The toy though, that's what did it for me. That toy that just started ding like.
That was so creepy. The ball though, I put on the couch, or on the chair, the exact same positioning as when it fell off, and it's been there since. It's been there overnight, all night. We've been walking around it. So I honestly don't know what caused that.
And that toy we looked at, it's mechanical. There's no electronic components. It's literally you turn a thing on the side and then it does its thing for 30 odd seconds and then it stops.
For me, actually, one of the most strangest things was doing the sea session, and I'm proud that I had the balls to go in that room and do it, because that's where I had that dream all those years ago. The weirdest image was that demonic looking creature. So I had literally just asked, can you show me anything happy from when the family used to live in this house? Is there any happiness left here? Nothing. Then I asked, can you show me Sallie? And that's what it chooses to show me.
Yeah, that is really weird, really creepy.
That's freaking me out for the Sallie house. Like, I'm not saying there's a demon.
God, no.
I'm not saying there's a demon here. I'm not saying there's a demon at Sallie House. I'm not saying demons are real. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. That is a weird, curious response to get.
Well, makes you wonder, 50% think it's a little girl at the Sallie House, 50% think it's a demon. Where do those stories come from? There must be something that's driving that, you know what I mean?
And then there's this house. People don't say that the family is here anymore. Oh my God, the cat! Hello, kitty!
You remembered us!
We missed you!
Oh, kitty cat!
Darling.
Kitty!
We didn't see you all night.
You remembered us!
What the heck?
Oh, that's my car.
Why is our car going off?
Whoops.
Jared, that's so embarrassing.
Well, there you go, guys. One more scare before we wrap things up.
I'm so glad we saw the cat. We missed her all night.
Yeah, she didn't come last night, did she?
Oh. But yeah, people say that the family's not here and there's something darker lingering, so who knows. Anyway, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed, have your notification bell switched on, because we're about to pack up and head to the Sallie House. That is what is coming up on my channel. Plus a lot of huge investigations. We have so much planned for this year, but I do want to say thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow us on social media at AmysCrypt. We also post bonus content on Patreon and my YouTube members that are linked below, and I post a blog on my website amyscrypt.com. But thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time.
Is my face covered?
No, your face is there.